Welcome back to the playbook. It's your boy Lion, joined by Mystery and
What
Dom.
up? What
How
up?
are you fellas doing today?
What's
Feeling
up?
awesome. We're back in the studio. It feels good to be back.
I got a question for you guys, and we have been discussing this in previous episode, and you guys can join in on the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know what is a life-changing amount of money. E,
Hey,
take it away.
last time this topic came up, the doc was saying some BS that $10,000 for America, it was studying whatever, is life changing, and I strongly disagree with that. And I got some scenarios to prove it, but I don't think that 10,000 and Doc may call me bougie or something like that, but I don't think that 10,000 is enough. So let me know what your thoughts are. Doc, give me a number.
Uh, okay, so I'm going to go on the record because I've had people say that don't know me well say that I was bougie or use terms like that.
Don't let the Ferrari hat fool you. This man
Exactly.
is not Gucci.
Correct. So
Do not let
How much did
the
it cost? Like
Louis
$250?
the Louis Vuitton socks fool you. This man is not bougie at all.
the Lewis Hamilton. Don't let the fact that I picked it up in Monte Carlo because I did. But wait, no.
I don't even know how to spell Monte Carlo.
But it's the Lewis Hamilton, baby.
He's represented, so I ain't mad at that. But yeah, don't let the hat that costs $350.
No, don't let it.
Don't let the shine on the Lambo think this man is bougie. Do not let that affect your
I mean,
opinion
it's
on this
daily
man.
drive.
No,
It's a
no,
Maserati.
because I'm gonna tell you, I agree with the. He said he's an elite, a little bit of an elitist. He's my boy, but he's still an elitist. So what I was saying by the figure is, it was a study that I read in my, I like data and academics. Even though I'm not in school after 4 college degrees, I still am always seeking knowledge. That basically
That doesn't make him bougie. 4 college degrees.
Go ahead.
this makes me well informed.
It's
But
a very strong case. Go on.
It's
But right, I get it. Okay, well, so we're just not going to hold trial about whether I'm bougie or not. But the point is that he is still a freaking elite. That's the point here. So I'm saying no matter how much success I have or how much money I make, I still recognize what the median income in the United States is. I still realize that I'm looking at when I see the study, and it said, I believe it was $9,700. They said was an amount that Americans in their study said would be a life-changing amount of money. I thought it would be significantly more than that, less than EE. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Lion and I were around the same number when we talked about it before. My point is, the first thing it did, I said, just to take it back there. I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and I'm thankful. I said thank you to God because I'm in a place where $10,000 isn't a life-changing amount of money for me. But I respect and recognize that in this study, that was the number that a majority of Americans said would make a difference in their life, change their life.
Well, let's put it like this. Let me ask you guys this. What does living look like to you guys?
Living?
Yeah,
La
what does
vida
living
loca?
look like? Yeah, what does living
You mean the type of life that I want to have or normal life? Like, what are we talking
what is normal life? What is normal life? 'Cause that's what it would be like.
Hey,
Why
everything
would-
above ground is a blessing. I take the win.
Yeah, I mean,
After that's great, but not for eating.
Is it massage? Does living mean to you having massages in your own living room?
Oh,
Is that
I'm taking
Just
speed
living-
rounds.
does living mean to you
check
like
for that. Go ahead.
it does living mean to you that when you fly first class there has to be a bed and bedroom for you in the plane?
Or when you fly, you just fly first class.
Yeah.
Check for that.
Is that what it means to you?
For me, I'm in the kind.
Does living mean to you having your private chef make your meals?
What had happened was,
I got it, dog. I got it.
Okay. Why do I feel like I took a beat down by Mike Tyson Prime? I feel like I just got beat up by Mike Tyson in front. Not like,
Just those three things alone is over 10.
not Jake Paul Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson when he was just knocking people out in 90 seconds. I feel like I just got a ring with that guy.
It's all love, Doc. So here,
No, screw.
I just want to say, here's the crux of the argument. It's like the changing part, right? For me, life changing means it changes your life forever. And $10,000 will not change your life forever.
It won't change your life, you
It
elitist.
won't change most people's lives
No,
forever.
this
What
you
can you
can
do?
argue.
Even if you're making minimum wage, which is what is it now, like $7.50?
That is what they
or whatever,
believe.
which
Would
is-
You don't even know.
It-
Right, here's a farmer right from.
I mean, there's a lot of people my age that are from that and people that are.
No, and a lot of people
Okay.
don't know what
Well,
the minimum
here's the
wage
point.
is that are making. Nope. No,
No. But
people
here's
making
one-
minimum wage know what it is.
It's not. I
You know what
it's
it is.
15. It's like $14 somewhere around
Is it?
15. But here's the thing: if $10,000 would be a third of that, and so that would be a 25% increase. However, in the cost of living today in America, it would not be significant enough to change your way of living. It wouldn't be.
It-
What could you spend it on? If rent is anywhere from and like what's the lowest place that has rent? Like maybe somewhere in Indiana, maybe like 800 or 1100.
You're so detached from America. You're such a
living in Indiana. I know how much it is in Florida. It's like $1,700 for a 1-1 or $2,000. What? How much is it? Like how much?
You can get a 1 bedroom in my area, which a very home place. In my area, you get a 1 bedroom for about 1,100. You can get a
1,100. So
you
it's,
can get a studio for about 1,000. And this is an apartment complex with a pool.
okay. So that's it. Still points proven. Like 1,100 means that it's less than 9 months that you would be able to live rent free.
I just did. No, you're still
Buy a
detached.
car with
You're
that?
still detached.
No.
But let me ask you.
No, here I'm gonna let
Can
you
you-
finish, and then you have to deal with the
But let
rest.
me ask you.
Can
If
you-
you are making
Sure.
if you're living minimum wage and you have credit card debt, that's on you, and you have $1,100 payment for your mortgage or for your apartment, it's living bare minimum, right? If you receive $10,000, would that change your life? Like, will you feel relief? You know what? Go ahead and pay some of this credit card debt.
You would
I can
feel-
go ahead and pay 9
And
months of
so
my rent.
I would qualify that as life helping, amount of money.
See?
However, not necessarily life
No,
changing
no.
amount of money because it doesn't change. Once the bills get paid off, I still continue.
You
on
can
to-
still, we can let you talk to the end of this episode, and I'm still going to call you an elitist and say you're wrong because America has spoken, and they said I just found it again. It was easy, came up. $19,800 is a life-changing sum for the average American.
How? How
It
does it
doesn't,
change your life
but here,
forever?
you know what you sound like?
How
Here,
does it change your
we're
life
going to
forever?
talk about you like a racist now because this is more like because this is like you're like a person of another race saying that you're an African American like myself, so we experience certain discriminatory practices in this country. That's like a person. What you're doing right now to people who this is a life changing, which was for most Americans, is like it's like a person who is not a person of color saying, "I don't know why you guys are scared when the cops pull you over,
So here's it. No.
but you are though. You have concern. Why?
Here's the thing.
Because as a black person, to be serious,
Bring it home.
we could get gunned down."
I like where it's going because I'm gonna bring it home.
Right. Yeah.
So
and
I was-
the perspective of it, you're speaking from your perspective, not the perspective of the average American. So regardless of whether you like it or not, you are still an
I'm
elitist.
bringing to
Come on.
I'm bringing to this perspective of African American.
I got you. I got you.
in the city of Newark, working a full-time job.
Right.
And I did a real estate deal, and I was fortunate enough to get like $19,000. That amount. Did it change my life? Did I move out in the hood? Did anything significant happen? Well, I made a bad decision. I brought a car. That was a dumb decision. Should have did that. But there was nothing out. There was.
Did your
nothing
life change for that car?
No, it got worse. They fucking tried to steal it twice, and I had
Because
to
he
give
made
it
some
back.
bad
Like,
decisions.
it was a dumb decision
Let me ask
to
you.
begin with.
Let me ask you, because I know your story. I won't go too deeply into that. We worked together for many years.
Yeah.
At some point, you tried to get yourself fired unsuccessfully to the point that you ended up quitting. Man, he's so good at what he does. He tried to get fired. He couldn't get fired. But, like, besides the point, you ended up receiving a lump sum of money.
Yeah.
Which you use them for education, take care of yourself. And now your life is
It
different.
only lasted
Hold on,
It
hold on.
only lasted 3 months, and I was forced to find another
No, no.
part-time job.
No, no,
while I continued
hold on.
school. It didn't change
But-
my life.
Because of that, you were able to start
It's better.
but you were able to start changing your life. That's struggle.
No. Correction. The job was consuming. It was a sales job for Verizon. It was consuming the majority of amount of my time to where I was forced to drop classes, and I was only able, like consecutive semesters, I was only able to finish 6 and 9 credits. So I was going to be a part-time student, which means that everything was going to cost more for me. So it was either continue the job, which was dead end, or continue full-time at school. So I took out my 401k, which wasn't that much. It was like $11,000, I think, at that time for that. I don't know, like that long, whatever. And that lasted me like 3 months, and then I had to get a part-time job. It didn't change my life. I was not balling, working at the bank just above minimum wage. Which
I would
after
argue that
money ran out.
that allowed you to make moves and decisions that you were
Me
required
quitting
to
allowed me to make moves. Go ahead, Doc. You got anything? Me quitting allowed me to make moves.
Yeah, but if you would have quit without that money, you would have been in a tough spot, right?
I'll give you that.
So, was that not a catalyst to get the change that you needed in your life?
No, because
He's not going to agree with you. He's just being difficult, and it's fine.
That's it for 3.
But
It didn't change.
It doesn't matter because
Go ahead.
I think that I hope people engage with this, and I hope that they destroy you each because that's what should happen. I'm gonna make sure that that the people I know in rural Kentucky see this. I'm gonna make sure the people. I'm gonna make sure the people that I know. I'm gonna make sure the people that like are worried about putting $5 gas in their tank because there are a lot of them. Get this freaking video so they can all jump your shit because you're talking about you. And the bottom line is this study was a valid study, and it pops up whenever you search it. That in 2019, a study of America said of Americans, the average amount that came up for a life-changing, not just to help my situation, a life-changing amount of money was $19,800. So
here
you can't relate to that, but that doesn't make it any less true or legitimate. So all that means is that your life wouldn't change with that, but the average Americans would.
I think the answer is short-sighted because I've been on both sides of the boat. I've been on this side.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't. You
Yes,
came from Jersey. You didn't live in Kentucky. You didn't live in Tennessee. You didn't live in Mississippi. You didn't live on. You had a 401k. You had a 401k. How many? You know.
There was a Piscataway.
You know what? You know what percentage of Americans?
Anybody who's seen Newark knows that shit gets real over here. And when I came down here,
No.
and when I
The
wasn't-
cost of living
when I
there is
wasn't
significantly different.
when I wasn't working or because I was going to school or I had a part time because of going to school, there was some times where I had $20 to last me for a week. If someone gave me $10,000 or $19,000, would that change my life? Long term, no.
$19,800.
Long term, no.
$19,800. That's what the average American says.
Here's what happened.
That's because
I would be able to
you're
take
an
myself,
elitist, or
and then the money would run out,
or you
and I'll
managed
be
your
back
money
in the
wrong,
same-
or something.
You would have to invest it for it to grow to
No, you
significantly
don't.
change your life.
See, he's
It would
stuck in
help
his scenario. Lying.
Don't get me wrong. It would help me a lot. It would not change my life.
I understand
My
that.
life would
But the
not
thing
be
is,
different because of the $19,000.
that's because you're an elitist and you're not empathetic. You lack empathy. You're my boy, but you lack empathy.
I got this.
Because
To
you
me-
can't understand that the majority of Americans' life will be changed by that, and that's fine. You can. It's good. Good for you because you have that much money or that's gonna. No,
I've been in this situation.
It's enough money.
But
But
that is still the amount of.
it's enough money to eat. It's
Bro.
enough money to allow yourself some time to breathe. Because a lot of people cannot get
Sometimes.
out.
That's the
But
operative.
Come on,
that's it.
Freaks line.
If you
I'm gonna
have,
just boy line. Hold on,
if
wait.
you have,
I'm gonna let my boy Lion take this. Hold on. Let me take the cape off of.
hey, listen. when you are struggling and you are broke, and you guys let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with this. When you're struggling and you have that mounting of $10,000, $20,000 given to you that you get, that money is gonna allow you time to breathe, and you can be like, oh my god, I see the light. I can now have a break that I can grab some money and maybe get a certification so I can get a better job. Maybe I can now start thinking about how, because sometimes you're just running on a you're just stuck in this wheel trying to get the paycheck, pay the bill, so you can have the lights and food at your table. But with this money, you can now take a break and be like, okay, how can I better my situation? Because I don't have the debt collectors calling me right now. My rent is paid. I have food that I can eat. So I have this job that's not making enough, but maybe if I go for this promotion, maybe if I get a certification, I can now make a little bit more money and start pulling out of the hole that I'm in. That's enough money to change your life. That's a catalyst.
No, and that's where I think we differ on the definition because would that money be helpful? Absolutely not. I'm not looking to give horse in the mouth. Would it change my life forever? No, it would be a
Like a
relief
spoiled-
accident, which is
Like a
temporary.
rich kid. That's how you sound to you right now.
Temporary experience. It's being realistic.
No.
I mean, look at
No, you're being.
look at how much inflation.
This is
is
your.
living in
This is just your perspective. And for all the stuff you guys said about me being bougie, I still recognize.
Listen, I was on your
You know,
corner.
kind
I was on your corner. That was not making bougie. I was defending you.
No, you work.
Don't let that Patek Philippe on his wrist.
It's just a tag. It's the F1 tag.
Bougie, this man is humble.
No, I thought it was.
Second coming of Kennedy.
There even in the same clip I sent you guys, there are people that are younger people that they also talked to in a study that said amounts as small as $5,000 would be a life-changing amount. And the first thing they cited,
What is your definition of life?
bro. Okay, hold up. You're gonna keep trying to argue your perspective.
What is your
like? And you
definition?
just seem like an insensitive
Like,
rich
I
white
don't
guy.
have to go back.
You sound
to
like
that
a
again.
rich
That's
white guy
what
that you have.
it is for me. Like, oh,
You sound like a rich boy
we
white boy that
what
has
we
no
used to do, and then we changed to something completely new and never have to go back to again. That's my definition of life changing.
Oh, because you when you had $20 in your pocket, you lived by yourself, and that's what you needed to eat to keep a roof over your head.
When I had 20, I lived by myself, and I stretched it for a week between gas and food. I stretched it for a week, and made it work.
So, have you during that time period you didn't ever get sick and have like $10 or $50 or $100,000 worth of medical bills?
Dude, I broke my freaking leg when I didn't have medical coverage. I broke my ankle and had to get that shit paid off, whatever.
So you're saying that even with those experiences, you still lack empathy? Is that what you're saying?
It's not that I lack empathy. It didn't change my life. That's what I'm
Well-
saying. Like,
well-
I still had to go through
The
process.
average American said 19,800. But see,
I still had to
he's still trying to defend his
I still-
position
it didn't change
and make that be for
my
all
life.
Americans. Say
It
that
helped
no,
my life. It didn't change.
I think you're looking for.
you still sound like a spoiled white man to
one
me.
pill kill all. Like somebody was to drop $10 million in your life, like you never have to work again.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now your life is changing. But no, to me,
That's-
like
Life
life
changing.
changing.
That's
You
it.
didn't have
Life
food on the
changing.
table.
That's it.
Your
Life changing.
mom was sick, and you couldn't pay the medical bills, and you didn't have gas, and you didn't know where your next check was coming
That's
from.
life helpful.
No, it's not. That's freaking changing. You lack empathy, bro.
For some
You lack
people-
empathy. That's not life helpful. If you don't know where your next bill's coming from, if you're gonna be homeless tomorrow, that's life changing. If that money is the difference between you having a roof over your head and not, that is life changing.
Like
That's
to
my
some
fault.
people,
I
to some people, you get $10,000 and you don't have a car. You're running up your bike. You can get the money, buy a little beat up car, and then you can do Uber.
No,
You can
bro.
do whatever, and that's gonna change your life. You now have a path forward. I'm not just talking money.
Lion, I'm gonna jump on that. I'm gonna piggyback off that and say, in many countries in America, you can buy a house for that amount of money.
$10,000.
Yes. See, where you don't know because you have because you were in Jersey.
Can't buy a
But
house.
Sure you can. Sure you
I'm
can.
gonna go sell it. I'm gonna put some sell
Let's pull it up. Pull it up.
Actually,
And then show them what that house looks like.
No, you said it. Don't try to change it. Don't try to move the target. You said it couldn't be done.
If you're
you said it
right,
couldn't be
I
done.
want them to know what it looks like.
Nah, I'm gonna just let them know that you're
See
wrong.
if it changes their life.